start with the injuries?
Sure. People that will not practice today will be Shane, John Michael, and Andrew Thomas. Saquon.
Is Daniel Bellinger?
He will be limited today. Yep. He'll be limited. Saquon will be limited. Saquon will do some teamwork. Brightwell, McKeithen, Aziz, Evan, and Wandell. All of them will be limited. Yeah, that's okay. Wait for this. Saquon, Bellinger, Brightwell, McKeithen,
This is the
Aziz,
first time
Evan, and Wandell will be limited.
This is the first time Saquon's actually going to get into team reps. He didn't get any last week.
Yeah,
right?
that's exactly right.
What's he dealing with? Is that something significant?
He has a groin. Yep.
You said Evan and Marcus?
Evan will be limited. Yep, Evan
What
and
are
Marcus
they
will be
both
limited.
dealing with?
Marcus is his knee, and Evan is his hand/ankle.
With John Michael, is that potentially long term, or do you know?
Long term in terms of
IR, a couple weeks?
no, I don't think it's long term, but I don't think it's long term. We'll see where he's at. I think he's making progress. We're just going to hold him out today. We'll see where he is the next couple days. Could play, but not ready today.
With Evan and Marcus, are they long term or is it kind of day by
Yeah,
day?
no, I think they'll be ready to play. Yeah.
Given the state of things on the offensive line, is it unrealistic for Pugh to be up? I know he's only on the practice spot. But
So what we'll do with him today is he'll kind of work off the side and get acclimated to some of the stuff, get ready to practice. That's where we're at with Justin.
Any chance he plays Sunday?
Pugh? Probably not.
What Aaron Robinson's now where is he going to stay with him?
I'd say he's making progress.
No.
Making progress. I'd say we don't have a great answer for you in terms of when he'll be back, when he won't. He's making progress, but not ready yet.
How about Cole?
Cole, same thing. Yeah.
When last week, I guess Andrew tried to, is it correct to say it was a setback for Andrew last week?
Yeah, he only did a few things, didn't feel right, so we took him out right away.
And he's not able to pick up
today.
now.
No, not right now. Nope.
What's next there? I mean, do you think this week is out of the question? Do you have to let it rest for a bit?
This week out of the question, I don't know yet, Dan. I'd probably say leaning towards no, but not ready to make that determination.
So we just hit you with all the specifics on the offensive line. What's your general sense of concern now with this group that hadn't been playing at a very high level to begin with?
Gotta go out there and coach the guys that are out there and do a good job with that, and then get them ready to play.
Do you have enough healthy guys?
Yeah. Yep.
How did Ben handle, quickly moving over the center?
Yeah, he's a smart guy. Knows all our calls. Had a bunch of reps in the summer, so that was, it's good to have a guy that plays guard that can play center as well.
Snaps, everything seemed.
Yeah.
There were no issues with it.
Nope. A couple low ones, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Brian, just Trey Hawkins kind of going from a starter to no defensive snaps on Monday. I guess just what was the decision making?
Yeah, that was it was based on who we were playing, in terms of how we were matching the corners and part of the game plan. And I'd say that we're talking about that this week of how we want to deploy our guys, and it's probably going to be a week-to-week discussion as we go through who we're playing, the matchups, how we want to play them defensively.
You mentioned yesterday the idea that, obviously it's a priority. You got to score more points, but when you're going against an offense that has been able to put up points the way they have, obviously 2 weeks ago, is one of those that stands out. Does that alter how you approach things offensively at all? Is there more pressure on defense to
I think
slow them down?
we got to play, as I've said this before, we got to do a good job of playing complementary football, which we haven't yet. So that'll be the focus. It's always the focus, but the results haven't been there.
Brightwell, Ojolari, and Robinson, why are they limited?
Brightwell, ankle, Z's, his hamstring. He didn't have any setbacks. We're just going to limit him today. And who was the other one? Wandell, his knee. He had more reps, so we're giving him a limited snap count today.
Daniel obviously ran it a lot. Took a lot of sacks. Did he come out of it physically fine?
Yep.
that was not easy for an athlete to come out of that physically fine, was it? I mean, he's diving, he's ready, he's not sliding, he's getting hits on the bounds.
Yeah, obviously he had some hits, but he came out okay.
What's your plan, punt returner this week?
So I would say that we'll go back to him. Again, that game, I just felt like that was the right thing to do based on that punter, and just let Adoree go back there and field him after that first one, and we'll go ahead and he'll be back.
He hasn't, from the amateur, he hasn't looked totally comfortable. Like, what are you seeing and you pulled him after one, so what gives you the comfort that he can handle that role?
Yeah, he's caught the ball well. He had the one pass interference against San Francisco, the interference with the kick. He's done a good job out here at practice. Again, some of that was their punter. He's got some unique punts too, and I saw the first one and thought that was the right thing to do for the team. Sorry.
Isaiah Simmons is someone, Davis, who seems anxious to be able to make an impact. Is he getting closer to being a real player on the defense?
Yeah, I'd say he has a role for our defense, and Wink has talked about this a bunch. We have certain different packages that we utilize him in. Sometimes it could be less, sometimes it could be more, but he's coming along.
What do you think about how Tua has played? You know him well. You kind of have seen
I'm not surprised.
That progression.
Yeah, not surprised. I have a lot of respect for Tua and how he plays that position. Some of the stuff he went through early on in his career. He's got great anticipation. He's accurate. He's a leader. And I'm not surprised at all with the success that he's had. He's bounced back from, some tough things injury-wise, but he's a heck of a quarterback.
What do you remember early on about him, about Tua?
That he's very accurate, that he's very instinctive. He's a great young man, loves the game of football, has good leadership about him. You can see, the players really respect him and how he handles himself. Again, he's very, very accurate. He throws on time. He's a heck of a player, and he's a great person too.
Josh Azuda was obviously, I'm sure you heard after the game, really down, and several guys went up to him. Do you worry about a confidence thing with him, and did you talk to him personally at all?
Yeah, I try to talk to all the guys. I'd hope everybody would be down. It's no fun to lose, and he works extremely hard. He's a good young player that has some upside, and we'll continue to work with him. But he cares a lot about his craft. He works extremely hard. I enjoy working with him.
You guys had a lot of success on those bootlegs last year. Obviously, the last two games has kind of been not so successfl.
Yeah.
Are teams defending that differently? Something you guys need to do different?
No, a couple of them. One they had us outnumbered, and then the other one, the guy made a good play coming back. Again, those kind of so far I would say we've had some good plays down with them, and we've had some negative plays with them. So I think it's a timely thing. Again, the look's got to be right, but we're kind of a few good ones and then a few bad ones. We got to try to get some more good ones.
So what's the answer? Not just on that type, but when you say you're outnumbered, what should you do differently there?
On the one, there wasn't a whole lot to do. They had a good defense called for it, and we only had one guy going back with it, so he rushed off the edge and got us. So we can fix some things as coaching staff too.
That's okay. Daniel, does he have the freedom to just kill the play?
Yeah, DJ has the freedom to get out of any plays, but not that we didn't have an alert or anything like that with that one. We can do a better job of coaching that one up.
You obviously rate and grade every play. So the 11 sacks, you're going to each one has its own little story there. How many of those could have been avoided, do you think?
Yeah, look, we just need to do a better job overall, collectively, everyone involved in the offense. So whether it's sacks, whether it's pass game, run game, it's we got a lot of work to do.
Several defense players after the game felt like they had taken a step in the right direction. Do you agree with that? And what were the positives you saw?
Yeah, no, they hung in there good. I thought they played with great effort. Again, they had the one 51-yarder at the end of the half there that we should have avoided there, but I thought they competed well. They gave us a chance, made some progress in a number of areas. Had good third down day, which was a point of emphasis. So we just got to keep bringing them along.
Why isn't Sterling playing more?
Yeah, we have a bunch of personnel groups, Pat, with different receivers in them. You can see there's a lot of different guys out there. Shep has them too. They weren't called, so I'd anticipate seeing him a little bit more. How many, I don't know that is, but I'd anticipate him seeing him a little bit more.
What's the
Do you think his,
two more?
the fact that Daniel and he have played so much together, could that help Daniel and help the offense, like having some chemistry there?
Yeah, look, I think Shep is a good player. Again, he'll be out there today. Again, we'll put him in there like we do in practice. Again, we didn't call the plays that were tagged with Shep's plays, but he's had some production with Daniel. Obviously, it's a new year, coming back from an injury, so I'll try to keep bringing him along and give him a couple more chances here.
Dave, where are you on the happy or not happy part with Darren Waller saying he didn't like at all that he had one target in the first half of a game that was over soon after?
Sure,
frankly.
I got a lot of respect for Darren. So, like I said, we can all do better. Whether it's getting him the ball, protection-wise, there's a lot of things to improve on, obviously. So that's what we're going to try to do. But I got a lot of respect
You were okay with what he
Waller.
said,
Yeah,
though?
I got a lot of respect for him.
Did the Bellinger injury really compromise how you would have used Darren throughout that game on Monday?
Yeah, sure.
In what ways?
Well, it depends on the personnel you're using. So some of the stuff you have Bellinger do when Waller's outside, now you have to put Waller where Bellinger is, and he has to do some of those roles, and then you have to use another receiver, if you will, where Waller would be.